this job, by nature of the job, is a personal job.
To me, it's personal because each client is individual and unique.
It's really serving those who have served us and raised us.
You are giving back the independence that might not have been there otherwise.
I think building trust with the client and with their family is really important.
Building trust is the whole essence of this job.
You have to remember that no job is too small.
Reassuring them that I'm here for them and I am here to serve them and to try to satisfy whatever needs that they need.
And then it's just kind of telling them who you are, asking them questions about themselves and giving information about yourself to them. And it just grows from there.
Taking the lead, in most cases, when you come into contact with a client, they're in some level of dependency. They are going to look for you for guidance in many cases, so they know they don't have to worry about you as a caregiver and that they have to provide you with something.
I had a client that didn't like to eat, but I knew that she needed to eat, and she needed to eat more protein. So I would kind of, well, what about this? What about that? Well, what if I do this to it? And give her suggestions rather than saying, what would you like for breakfast? Or what would you like for lunch? Offering her, can I make you some scrambled eggs and put some cheese in it?
I believe in being a servant leader. Just because I have a title doesn't mean I'm entitled to just doing what my job description says. If the phones need to be answered, answer the phone. If a referral has a question or an inquiry comes in, take the call. Be supportive in whatever way you can be.
I think sharing the heart is primarily what we do.
There's no way that you are not going to be sharing your heart with these clients. I get way more out of my relationships with my clients than my clients get from me. They've all got history, they've all been someplace, they've done something.
I like to know them and know their likes and dislikes. After all, I am being invited into their home.
And then I try to find things in my life that are similar, that I enjoy or that I like, and so we can talk about those things.
I had a dementia client, and I can remember a couple times, and I've lost her since then, so but coming there and her seeing me, and then she would say, thank God you're here. And that just meant a lot to me.
It may be overwhelming on your first day, but it will all be worth it.
Just enjoy yourself and be yourself around them.
Just relax. This is a person, get to know them.
Meeting someone new, understand that that client is probably just as nervous, if not more.
And in the event that there is a problem, there's no clicking, just talk to the office.
You're not there to change the world in a big way, you're there to change the world in little ways. Changing the world in little ways, in most cases, makes a big difference.
I don't know if there is a typical day.
Never a typical day.
Every day is different. There's no such thing as typical.
Everybody's different. Each client has different needs.
They're people. They're people.
I think the only day that is bad for me is the day that I feel like I haven't done my job well.
You do have your bad days, and when I have a bad day, I just try to learn from that.
I mean, sometimes things don't go quite right, but that might not necessarily mean it was a mistake on your part. For example, I had one client that I walked in and I smelled gas. So I immediately called the office and I said I smelled gas. And then we just go through the proper steps to remedy that situation.
All bad days can be turned into a good day. And just, stopping, taking a minute, take a breather, and change that bad day to a good day.
A good day is when I can make my client laugh.
Knowing that when I leave, they are happier than when I came.
Everything just click, 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 and it works well. And, you leave with a really great feeling.
Laughing, lots of laughter. I see myself as a laughing kind of a person, fun person to be with, hopefully.
At the end of the day, when I know they feel better, that's been a real good day for me.
put the client first. I mean, yes, you're there to take care of their house and to make them meals and to do the laundry and clean up and take care of them, dressing, but that's not the only reason why we're there. We're really there to be a friend.
Most of them are quite lonely. The biggest thing you can do for them is establish a personal relationship, communicating with them before you take on your tasks.
And that is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, what it means to be personal and what it means to work at Home Instead.
When I first started, I just didn't know if I had the courage to bathe someone or to do toileting assistance. And after working with clients for a while, I just think it's a really beautiful thing to be able to wash them up and to care for them.
I like the 24-hour shifts because you do have that contact with the caregiver. You don't feel like you're all by yourself with a client. You have other people, other caregivers to tap into if you're having an issue, if you're having questions, if you're struggling with something. There are other caregivers that are, have been through it maybe.
I think people get discouraged by taking dementia patients because they repeat themselves a lot, or they can't remember certain things that we think they should be able to remember. And I look at it as, if they've repeated that story, I'm just glad they're still telling the story. And it just, for me, it just again solidifies that this person needs me. And you just have to be patient. And for me, it's easy to be patient with these people because they're so sweet. And it's a level of compassion that prior to doing this kind of work, I didn't even know that I had. And it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good.
That's Home Instead.
That's Home Instead.
That's Home Instead.